Hey, this is Alvin.
This is Parapants. We did it, y'all. We made it. We finally made it. Episode 12, the final episode of the King's Avatar.
It's a big deal when we finish a show because we give up so many times.
We can finally go back on dates.
Yeah, dates. All right. Well, hey, it's over for now.
It's been a long road, Alvin. I feel like I feel so changed. Do you feel transformed?
Who could forget all the trials that Lord Grimm had, and his character is so deep.
Remember
that time he
Remember when the lights went out, when the power went out in the cafe, and it implied that he called a maintenance man to turn him back on? Man,
that was
those were
deep.
the days.
I just all the twists and pratfalls and he started off one way and he ended the exact same person as when he started. There was no arc. Well, all right, he got fired, he got a job, and then he worked. I don't know.
And then he worked that job.
I mean, I see the comments. I'm really scared of upsetting people on the internet, and you look at the comments.
We know a lot of people.
And a lot of people love this show, and I'm sure maybe if I read the manga or the novel, and I was in love with the characters, I would also be hyped. But judging it strictly as a cartoon, and looking back, I can't say that I really had a great time. I mean, there were some cool parts, but
Now, do keep in mind that Alvin and I, we rarely love anything. We rarely love each other.
No. Come on now. Let me think of a show I really like. Keijo. That was awesome.
Keijo. It's about the girl.
You can only attack with your butts or your boobs. It was genius.
Of course you would love that.
It wasn't just that. It was very creative and very fun.
So low tier.
Another one I liked. Valkyrie Drive,
why is it always? Oh God, can you not bring your perverted interest into this?
Both of those shows suffered towards the end. It's really sad when you watch a show and you're hyped, and then you get to the end and it's like you could tell they ran out of money. Remember that one we watched? The people who used to be the villains and then they ended up being the heroes. They had like Dodo. They would always. It was based on an old show. Oh, fuck.
And Gatchaman? Yataman?
Yatterman, yeah. It was a different Yatterman.
Yeah.
And that last episode where they just...
Oh, that was epically bad.
Yeah, where you could tell they had no money left. And it was like, why? Why couldn't you just put it off for a month or something? I don't know. Put some reruns. But, so this is the final episode of this season.
Put some stock footage in there.
They should have just had a dude talking, done some really artsy shit. Just film live action for the first half and then animate the second half with whatever money you have left.
Well, that's not what happened with the King's Avatar, right?
No, I don't think they ran out. The thing is,
the animation seemed pretty solid from beginning to end, right?
Well, it's hard for me to judge because we had to get a fan sub because for some reason Tencent, the official YouTube channel, did not have episode 12.
It was a very controversial King's Avatar. Who was the father of Gogo's baby?
On a very special King's Avatar.
Yacho's hoodlum brother, comes out of prison.
But stop! Don't come up with plots that would have actually been good. That just makes me mad. But all right. So yeah, all right. So we ended up watching a fan sub, which it was a little clunky. I mean, we got the gist, but there were a couple scenes we had no idea what they're talking about.
Did anything get resolved?
No.
I mean, first of all, were there any problems to resolve?
No, there wasn't. He got a job in the first episode, and he kept the job. Wait. You could say there's kind of an arc. He started with a fresh character, and by the end, it implies that he goes on to get his own team, and he creates his own little glory family.
But it seemed like that it only occurred to him after Sir Toxalot Xiaotang mentioned, "Oh, you're going to start your own group," and
maybe I can honestly believe that he did not intend to do that. It's just he looked around and he realized, oh, I'm surrounded by nice people.
It's like he looked around and realized that he was in a cartoon and that he was the main character.
It's like, oh, shit.
I gotta do something.
So yeah, I don't know if I already said this. Did I just say that about the intro song? Did I talk about that?
That it grew on you.
Yeah, yeah. It's weird because the first time I heard it, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like weird stuff. But by the end, I'm like, oh, I'm feeling it. But you
It's
know
very
what?
dramatic.
I noticed that happens to me in pretty much every anime
Oh
and
yeah.
Sentai show that I watch. It's like you first hear the song, and 9 times out of 10, I'm like, this is garbage. But by the end, you're getting all sentimental because it's like, this is the last episode.
Well, we haven't gotten there yet, so I won't mention. I'll wait for you to get there.
Oh,
So.
okay, all right. Well, let's go with what happened. Oh, so yeah, we start this episode, and the anti-Lord Grimm squad is just fucking sucking, like getting their asses kicked.
Don't you feel a little sorry for them though? I
I
mean,
don't I don't feel for anybody in this cartoon.
I mean, they're trying so hard. Lord Krim's just being a jackass.
I
And,
wouldn't
like,
know because so much happened off screen.
that is true. We don't really see them struggling. We just see them get pressed and stay pressed.
Yeah. And it starts out Lord Grimm is actually taking the fight to them, and he's like, "Hey, it's just fun killing people. This is great," which is something that seems hadn't seen that so far. He'd just been focusing on beating records, but now he's beating ass. But
Do you get the impression that Lord Grimm is really enjoying himself, or is this just it's just something he does? I mean, I just feel some sort of like existential commentary in this.
I think he's the Michael Jordan of glory, and I do think Michael Jordan enjoys himself when he plays basketball. So even though he's the best, I think he
Yeah, but
enjoys
you
himself.
never see Yecho just like when he.
Who the fuck is that? Lord Grimm?
Yeah,
Okay.
I like saying his name now that I know what it is.
Now that I am officially a Chinese speaker.
No, well, now that I, picked up a little bit of Mandarin.
I pretty much know all there is to know about Chinese right now.
Go ahead, ask me. Well, no, never mind.
All right, what were you gonna say?
Okay, like you never see when he breaks a record. It's not like he jumps out of his chair and goes, "Hoo, yeah, suck it, suck my dick."
Oh, that's what an American would do.
Yeah.
No, because if you see if you see American, esports stuff, like they get really really hype and just get up and scream. Like I don't know if they do that over there.
It's like, yeah, bro,
Yeah.
bro, test me, bro,
Well, I don't know.
catch me outside.
Okay.
Doesn't do any of that. I would like to see that, but yeah.
I'm not gonna animate that guy standing up. It's like, sit your ass down. All right. So yeah, he's murdering the people that were coming out to murder him, and they get away. And that motor mouth guy is like, "I know what you're doing. You're gonna build your own team. Your girlfriend's contract's gonna expire. You're gonna recruit these other 3 dudes, and you can't fool me." And then Lord Grimm.
Shao Town, he'd be the dude to do that. He'd be the dude to jump up and say, "Yeah, suck my dick."
Yeah. Oh yeah. But then Lord Grimm actually has this look on his face where you could tell. I thought this was pretty good, where he actually you could tell it just occurred to
It
him.
just occurred to him, yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, I guess that could be a thing. I was just playing this game to have fun, but I could actually have a
fuck
team.
all these other people, but now that they're here.
Oh.
No, it did seem really, really sweet when he looked over the profiles of his team and he realized that, he had some people that he had built some camaraderie with. I mean, at the very least, Steam Bun seems to regard him as a leader. I don't know how Money Match feels. She's just kind of there.
Yeah, no, he beat her at the game, and she's like, teach me this game. And then he teaches her the game, and she's like, I'm playing this game.
She's very much like our nephew, just kind of robotic.
Yeah, but oh, what was I gonna say? Yeah, but she plays the game, and I think that's all she does. I mean, he works there.
Is she? I want to say, is she some sort of relation to Gogo?
I don't know. I don't know who she is. She just walked in there. She knew the boss. She played Lord Grimm, got her ass
They
beat.
never really explained her relationship to the internet cafe boss.
You gotta read the book, I guess.
I want to say that they're sisters, or she's
No,
like
they're
a
not fucking
cousin or
sisters.
something.
Uh,
Because Gogo seemed really happy to see her.
all right. So, oh yeah. So after that, he's like, okay. The guy who talks a lot is like, hey, you promised to duel me. But Lord Grimm was like, yeah, there's a boss up. We can steal it. And they all vote to steal the boss. And the next scene is some other team going. The very next scene is like, I can't believe they stole that boss.
You
So,
know, there's something I want to bring up about that. This game allows you to spam message bubbles all over the screen.
sure.
Why?
Well, I don't know. In regular games, you can turn that shit off.
Wait, but they're not bubbles
Like text bubbles, yeah.
yeah, but they don't cover your entire screen to
I,
where you can't see, right?
I just think they're using artistic license.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't. I saw that too, and I'm like, oh, that wouldn't really happen in a game, but I'll just keep watching.
Oh, all right,
Yeah,
all right. I'm thinking too much.
yeah,
Never mind. Forget
that's
I
all
said
right.
anything.
All right. So I can't believe that he stole our boss. We totally suck. Lord Grimm. Who the fuck? Who is Lord Grimm? People still can't figure this shit out. And this
Well, so far, Hal knows. One of the
the guy
members
with
of
the molasses hands. He knows.
yeah, molasses hands. He knows, but brother Hal knows. I can't imagine that Hal didn't tell the rest of the members of Excellent Era that
No, no,
that he was
that
back.
no. That's not conjecture. What is the other thing?
Speculation.
Speculate. Why can't I remember that fucking
Wait,
word?
wait, no, he knows that
No,
Lord
he knows.
Grim.
But well, you're speculating that he let it out.
Why wouldn't he tell the other members?
Why would he? Oh, wait, they members of his team?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Well, it still hasn't gotten to everybody else. So you're right. Maybe his team knows. But what I wanted to say is that whole conversation, I could not understand what they were saying because they're like,
They were saying that, okay, they were saying that everybody was in on catching
Lord Grimm.
Lord Grimm except for Blue Brook.
Yeah.
And Blue Brook, they noticed that Blue River and Lord Grimm seemed to be buddy buddy or something, I guess. And I take it they want to confront the guild leader of
Yeah,
Blue
they're like,
Brook?
let's go visit Blue Rain, I guess, and nothing comes of that. I
There's
mean,
a lot of blue in this guild.
it's like who's on first? It's like, hey, I'm Blue Rain. What guild are you in? Blue Brook. Who's that? Oh, that's Rainbrook. Oh, what guild is he in? He's in Rain
He's
Brook.
in Blue Blue.
Blue. Oh my god. Oh.
Rainbrook.
All right. So that weird ass scene ends. They go back to the cafe. It's Lord Grimm and his girlfriend. He's like, "Are you hungry?" And what she should have said is, "Yes."
I would like one of those big cones.
I'd like a big cone and some McNuggets, please. But no, she gets cup of noodles because if I'm sponsored by McDonald's, I know I'm not gonna put any motherfucking McDonald's food in every time a character eats because that would be fucking stupid.
I really wish you'd stop your OCD
Nope.
fascination.
Every time I see food, it better be McDonald's. All right. So then that chick, I know I accused you of making up names, and then I call this chick Money Match because I don't want to try to say her Chinese name because I see the letters that make up the
Shao
name,
Kahn?
and I can't say it the way it's supposed to be said.
Well, I just try to go by what I hear, if I can hear it, is, I think, Shaoteng?
Dude, you're saying that in a tone that implies that you're asking me. That implies that I know the answer.
No, well, I'm not asking you. I'm
You're not?
just, just trying to...
The girl who lost the money, man. Well,
Yeah.
anyway, like Lord Grimm's girlfriend falls asleep watching some TV, and Money Match is like, "Hey, you should put her in my room upstairs." And it's like, wait, you have a room in the cafe? Like, I mean, that would explain why she's always there, but why do you have a room?
Well, that's why I thought maybe she was a relation to the owner.
Well, that's more speculation. We don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't. Owner wasn't even in this
Like
episode.
this show just like plopped down a character and says, like, here you are. At this point, I expect every character on this show to go upstairs.
That's what I
to
said in
that
our other
room.
show. That would be awesome if they all lived there, but you gotta say. You can't just say like, "Hey, let's go to my room," and it's like, "Wait, you have a room?" But
I want every time Lord Grimm tries to go to sleep, there's somebody else sleeping in that bed.
oh yeah. Then we go to Team Tyranny. I don't know if they're Tyrannical Ambition or not.
No, they're not Tyrannical Ambition. I gotta say, I like Wen Chang. He's like the baddest ass character here. He looks so pissed off and mad. I love that.
So in this scene, some dude walks in the building. And he's like, "Oh, I'm just here to visit somebody," and they're like, "Oh, a rare guest." And then they bring him in to see the boss, and the boss is like, "Get the fuck out!" And they would never see that dude again. It's like, what?
No, no. Oh yeah. I thought he went to the cafe to
No,
eat.
the rare guest was like just
Well, I
goes.
think I think that one guy, the guy with the glasses, I think he's a manager or something, or a.
Are you talking about the guy who was in the cafeteria or the
No, no,
guy?
no, no, no. The guy that walked in on Wen Ching.
Okay, maybe. I didn't.
Yeah, I think he was just a manager.
The subtitles were really sparse at that point, so we couldn't tell.
Yeah, they walked in and Wen Ching is like, we are in the dark and we are working our ass off, sweating our balls off, trying to play this game and train. Get the fuck out. I don't want to see your face. That's the translation we got, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So then some guy on Team Tyranny who, all right, he goes and meets some other guy, and they go.
Some Mega Neg.
Yeah, he goes. The guy, he's got glasses, yeah, and they meet in the cafeteria, and they're not eating McDonald's.
And you know, anybody with anybody with a big nose is like a douchebag.
Yeah.
Anybody with glasses is very like gentlemanly in the feet.
Oh yeah.
Or smart.
That's what glasses do.
Yeah. You know, that guy's eyesight is perfectly fine, by the way. He just wears those glasses.
It improves his APM somehow.
Yeah. APM glasses. APM plus 20.
I wrote down who is this asshole?
The guy with the glasses?
Yeah, because he's like, the guy was like, hey, I got some stuff to talk about with you. He's like, hold on, first we eat. And he eats real fucking slow. I'm like, yeah, because I got all the time in the world. Because, you know, the clock's not ticking for me. You know, I turned 26 and I can't play video games for a living anymore.
It's
but yeah,
like, haha, you're so funny in your hurry.
Finish your fucking rice. I can wait all day.
Well, let me just like take a bit of rice and roll it up in a nice little ball and just shove it right
like,
up your
motherfucker, I play
ass.
video games for a living. Shit. You gonna help me or not?
He's like, haha, we all play video games for a living. Isn't life funny?
No. So, all right,
I
next.
should be in law school.
Next, Lord Grimm goes to One Line Canyon. I don't know what that means. I guess because it's one line. I don't know.
It's just one trench.
One line can. So he's like, "How's everybody doing?" And his buddies are like, "I can't level because everyone keeps trying to kill me." And then people try to start killing Lord Grimm. That asshole from the cafeteria with the glasses and his boys attack Lord Grimm, and it's quite the fight. And
Oh, I gotta say, like the coolest part is when that fist of heaven comes out of the sky.
yeah, so they made it look like a giant fist, which
Yeah.
Was it? Because that dude did something.
Yeah.
He put like a portal or something up in the sky, and then it looked like a giant fist came down. But then it was that dude's fist. I don't know.
I don't know what was that, like a partnered spell or
No.
something.
But
That'd be cool.
I wrote down bad blocking, as in blocking staging characters, because this cartoon, and you know, this cartoon is actually, I don't want to shit on it because the things it does are ambitious, like the way it tries to mix 2D and 3D. Like it's,
Yeah,
I can
that's pretty
appreciate
good.
that. Well, I mean,
And the voice acting is very good. I'd have
no,
to
I don't
say.
care about the voice acting, but
Oh, I do. That sells it. you
all
know?
right. But I mean, the reason I brought up the 3D is because they do this thing where they launch characters off the ground, and then that gives you permission to spin the characters around and spin the background around to try to make things look more dynamic and cool. But it's like I just get disoriented, and it looks like
Yeah.
people are just twisting it like randomly in the air, and that happened a lot in this fight. And I don't know. I wrote down Boondocks and Avatar. I haven't seen a lot of Avatar? Was that what it called? The Last
The
Airbender?
Last Airbender?
Yeah. I haven't seen a
never
lot
watched
of that.
that show
Yeah.
because I was never really into it.
But like the fight scenes in Boondocks were so awesome.
Wait, do the people who animate the last Avatar also animate Boondocks?
I think so, and I think that's why I wrote them down.
Yeah.
I mean, just like good, solid, you know, grounded attacks and like repulsions and defense.
Yeah. If you ever see like check out a fight scene from the Boondocks, it's actually pretty good.
And we're not just saying that because we like the Boondocks, but
We're not just saying that because the characters are black.
Yeah. But and this was supposed to be some epic fight, and eventually, like, I'm just looking and I'm like, oh, he's just jumping in the air and flipping again. I mean, I'm not feeling it. You gotta, it's like they wanted every scene to be the coolest scene, but you gotta build up to the cool part, and then I don't know. I'm not an animation director.
Well, okay, I hate bringing up Dragon Ball Z again, but
Oh no, that guy told you to shut up about Dragon Ball.
who?
I saw one comment. He's like, he said something like, "Shut up about Dragon Ball Z" or something. I don't know. I might be wrong. Go
Really?
ahead.
I brought up Dragon Ball Z that much for somebody?
No, you only have to do it once before someone take it. Remember when I brought up Robotech?
Uh huh.
And some guy's like, "Stop talking about Robotech."
Oh man. Let's see if I can piss that dude off again. So
No, we're not
anyway, in
trying to
Dragon
piss
Ball
anybody off, but go ahead.
well, I had a point to make.
Go ahead, Dragon Ball, in Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Would you say that the fight scenes were well staged there?
Yeah, gosh, I mean, I haven't seen a lot of it, but what I've seen, I mean, it kept me coming back. Honestly, if the fights in Dragon Ball look like the fights in King's Avatar, I would not be nearly as hyped because it's just too much spinning around. You have to let me just keep the camera still so I can see what's happening. Otherwise, it spoils it for me.
I think that's fair. Don't put in too much flash.
Well, I like the
Um,
flash. Just keep the
mm.
camera still.
Oh, that's what I meant by flash.
Oh.
Actually, we were watching before King's Avatar. We were watching like some PvP Let's Plays from what is that? Dark Souls?
Yeah, it was Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, Dark Souls 3. And in my mind, that's what King's Avatar is supposed to look like.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, just maybe faster, I guess, and just
Yeah.
more reactive. But yeah, that's all I had to say about that. I mean, the fight.
Well, you said it was based on Maple Story. It wasn't based on Maple
N-
Story. It's based on Dungeon Fighter.
No, I said Dungeon Fighter, didn't
No,
I?
you said Maple Story.
Did I?
Yeah, on the last one you said it
Uh-oh.
was based on Maple Story.
Sorry, listener.
Yeah, you got a lot of people riled up.
No, really?
Yeah, they're pissed, dude. No, I'm kidding.
All right. So
Maple Story? Really?
I've never played Maple Story or Dungeon Fighter. All right. So yeah, there's a big fight, and then like boxer guy comes down, who's the head of Team Tyranny, and he's
One
like,
chain, yeah.
sure.
Everybody chain.
He's like, have you forgotten our dream 9 years ago?
To run away together to Antigua. I mean, the other dream. To be the top.
It's like it's nice that this guy who we've seen all of 30 seconds of comes in the very last episode to remind Lord Grimm of this also important dream. Just something about it just seemed very just kind of out of nowhere. It's like
Yeah.
now he's got to remember your dream too. Shit.
Like, what was it? Didn't Lord Grimm already accomplish that dream?
I think so. Yeah. He's like, dude, I'm the best
I
at the
did
game.
it.
I don't feel.
You have yet to accomplish your dream at being number one.
I don't
in
know
glory.
it. He's like, dude, I won the first fucking Glory Championship. I'm done.
I'm done climbing hills. You got another one I don't know about?
Have you forgotten that I'm the best at this fucking game? I think you have. But yeah, they flash back to the first Glory Championship. And do we see any battles? Don't think so. I don't remember. But we do see very fast fingers. I'm sick of fast fucking fingers. I don't want to see another.
Where was Sonny in all this?
Was that his girlfriend?
No, Sonny is like the new leader of Excellent Dynasty era.
He looks pretty young, so he might have been 10 years old back then.
No. Like, where is the new leader, the one who took over Lord Grimm's place? Like,
When you say during? Oh, you mean during this shit show where they're trying to kill him?
yeah, during the whole thing. Like, he's just, I don't care if this is Lord Grimm back on the scene, or I don't care that this is Yacho. Like,
I don't know. I don't know where he is. I don't know what's going on with Excellent Era. I don't know who's winning at this game. I don't know a lot of stuff. I just wait for it to just fall out of the author's
when's
mouth.
the next tournament?
How many actual official matches have we seen? One?
Official?
Yeah. When he unplugged, when the power went out, when
Oh, Munchies was
getting beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the only time I think we saw an actual sanctioned fight.
I thought at the beginning this show was going to be about, okay, this guy gets ousted as the captain of his team. He takes a break and he assembles this ragtag crew of mediocre players, and he takes these rough pieces of coal and polishes them into diamonds and stuff, right? That's what I thought it was going to be about. And he's going to come back, and it was going to be like, like Karate Kid and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I
he was
mean,
going to give them finger exercises and stuff.
well, that would imply that they had things to overcome that were keeping them from realizing their full potential. No, they just need to listen to Lord
Grimm. He
Grimm.
was going to run into some like punk kid on the street who was like stealing and came from an abusive family and had nothing to look forward to and thought life was dumb and stupid, and he was on the road to ruin. And Lord Grimm, like, he's like, hey kid, how would you like to play video games? And that kid like stabs him in the leg and
Oh,
stuff,
oh.
and then they become friends, and he like teaches him the game of glory, and he becomes his mentor.
I got a better story. A guy is the best at this game that there's ever been.
Okay.
That's it. That's the story.
Well, it's better than the story I thought you were going to come up with.
No. That's
so, like a guy meets girls with like big butts and big titties.
No. I'm describing the actual story, which is Lord Grimm is the best and everyone else can suck it. That's basically the fucking story. I don't know. I mean, and we never get to see Samsara actually play the game.
Oh, I love that. I think that's great. He's just holding McDonald's coats the entire time.
But yeah.
I think the next time you're gonna see Samsara, like during an actual tournament, he's gonna be fat as fuck.
Like, I don't even like this game. He's so popular, he has people play the game for him.
He's just like, I'll just take out another McDonald's code.
Working on my CPM, that's cones per minute.
Look how fast I eat this cone.
Man. I wish I had more to say about this show, but you know what? What it is I don't want to trash the show because so many people like it, and when
What's there to trash?
There isn't even anything to trash, really.
No, there isn't. I mean, like, it was a good show. It was okay show. I mean, it wasn't like what show did we really hate besides Super Lovers?
I didn't hate Super Lovers.
Oh my god.
At least Super Lovers like. Well, no, that was a bad show.
Yeah, there are shows like Super Lovers where it's so bad that it's fun to talk shit about it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm on the spot now. I can't think of shows that we finished. But
Cabaneri, Kotetsujo.
Yeah, Kotetsujo no Cabaneri. Like in the end, I was a little disappointed because it let me down. But at least I could kind of follow it. It's like I could kind of follow the main character and what he's going through.
It got really ridiculous, though.
It got retarded, but at least it was a stable story.
This was a stable story.
No, it wasn't.
You just said it's about Lord Grimm is the best and everybody can suck
That's
it.
not a story. That's a statement.
Well, I told you that from the beginning that
Free
I felt
was good.
You liked Free?
I mean, story-wise.
Really?
You had real characters with ambition.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like Free as much as I liked Prince of Stride. That was better.
Prince of Stride was great, yeah.
But I mean, it's a cartoon. It's like you're supposed to do things that real people can't do. It's not so. This could have been done in live action. I mean, maybe not the video game parts, but all the character parts could have been done in live action.
I said that before. I said I felt like they weren't going far enough with the animation.
So I don't know. All right. Well, that's
the 3D part is pretty good. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. No. Like I said, Japan has. This wasn't Japan. It was China. But like, I did notice that Japan has. They got to where they are using 3D in anime by, trying and by experimenting, and that's what this show does. I mean, it does a lot of. Like, there's a lot of little. I think they use some live action shots combined with 3D, combined with hand drawn. I think there were like some scenery things, and like visually it was pretty good. Well, the backgrounds were a lot better, I think, than the characters. I think the characters kind of suffered sometimes.
Yeah.
But no, visually I can't complain. The environments were great, and like I said, I like the risk taking. I wish they would have taken more risks with the story.
Yeah.
Or as much of a risk with the story.
Well, King's Avatar was okay, but I will tell you that Chinese manga, especially Chinese Shonen Ai,
sure,
it is really, really good.
What?
It is really good. Now,
wait, what's Shonen Ai again?
Okay, well, this is the part of the show where you can run away screaming.
What?
If you're not into Shonen Ai or
Is that like dudes getting down?
No, you know what? It's not about dudes getting down, okay?
You're getting pretty defensive.
It's not smutty. I don't read smut.
Does it have those long-ass limbs and big old hands?
No, actually, no. The one I'm reading is called 19 Days.
A slave?
No, shut up.
I'd read it if it's called 19 Days a Slave.
Now, I just want to put this out there, and I know like this has got nothing to do with King's Avatar, but I've been so impressed by Korean shonenai and Chinese shonenai. 19 Days in particular, I think it's by Oh Jiang. I'm not sure.
Sure.
But I just got to say that the way this author or artist depicts high school boys, it's so realistic and
You're
it's
talking about
so
the Shonen guy.
yeah,
Okay.
it's so funny. I wish they would turn this into an anime because it's hilarious. It's so cute. It's funny. The boys actually act like doofy high school boys with a little bit of cheeky flirtation in there. There's nothing like really crazy in it, but it's just really well drawn and well written. So
That's
for any girls out there that are into any like little baby fujoshis out there.
There you go. There's your recommendation. Once you're done with this, read 19 Days. Like 19 gays. What?
You are so immature.
Are there 19 gays in there?
No, there aren't.
Should be. If I wrote it, there would be 19 gays.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I had one more thing to say. I forgot. Yeah, I'm done. You done?
I am done.
All right. Thanks.
You'll never hear from us again. Goodbye forever.
Yeah. Stop listening to us. All right. Bye.